Welcome to Villa Philadelphia, the residence of the United States Ambassador to Madagascar. I'm so honored to share our Arts and Embassies exhibition, which showcases contemporary American artists who have captured the unique and stunning biodiversity of my home state of California, while also being evocative of the natural world here in Madagascar. The works I've selected showcase the artist's love of the natural world. Each piece captures different element of nature present in both countries. Let's begin with photographer Aubrey Garwood. I chose two works by this celebrated American photographer, which beautifully capture the grandeur and the simplicity of Joshua Tree National Park. The California desert is less known than our redwood forests, but it is no less spectacular, and it plays an important part in our culture. Aubrey uses photography to explore the connection between people, nature, and the world around us. Her piece, A Joshua Tree at Sunset, captures the bold silhouette of a Joshua tree in the desert as twilight sets in. This scene feels sacred and still, so much like Madagascar's dry landscapes at dusk. In her second work, Sunset at Keys View, Garwood shows us a vast layered desert horizon. There's a simplicity to the colors and composition that reminds me of the calm and openness of the Malagasy countryside. Next is watercolor artist Carolyn Lord. Carolyn is known for her bold use of color and her strong sense of design. And we have two spectacular watercolors here at the residence, Nipomo Mustard and Shell Beach, which both capture the gentle beauty of coastal California, with rolling hills that stretch down to the ocean. In Nipomo Mustard, she paints a landscape on the central California coast where wild mustard plants brighten the land beneath morning clouds. This scene reminds me of California's Guadalupe Nipomo coastal sand dunes, a home to rare species like snowy plovers and elephant seals. Madagascar's coastal geography is equally diverse and home to endangered mangroves, threatened tortoise populations, whale sharks, dolphins, and breeding waters for humpback whales. Her second piece, Shell Beach Opalescence, captures the soft fog, sunlight, and rock formations along the Pacific. It's both intimate and expansive, just like the coastlines of Madagascar. Now we turn to Victoria Marquez, a mixed media artist who blends handmade paper, watercolor, and acrylic in deeply textured, expressive works. Her piece, Rock Straw No. 7, feels alive with motion. The layers and the textures give the impression of wind moving through tall grass. Victoria says, "In the rhythm of nature, there is connectivity." I think this work captures that idea perfectly, bringing us closer to wild spaces reminiscent of Madagascar's remote highlands. Now we have Anne Marie Price, a mosaic artist from Southern California, known for using her art to express inner peace and personal truth. Her mosaics often appear on surfboards, and her work has been widely exhibited across the United States. Her piece, Love by the Moon, uses stained glass, wire, and upcycled wood to create a scene filled with moons over the ocean. It's a quiet, symbolic work about honoring both our daily responsibilities and our heart's dreams. There's a sense of rhythm emotion, and reflection in every line. And it brings to mind the southern hemisphere sky, standing at the far south end of Madagascar, looking toward Antarctica. The only things in sight are the waves, the moon, and the stars. And finally, we have Laurie Sandstrom. Laurie is an artist and a graphic designer whose work is inspired by years of travel and her time with the San Diego Zoo. I've admired Laurie's work for years, and I'm thrilled to include this joyful piece, Honu, in the collection. Honu, the Hawaiian word for sea turtle, blends color, pattern, and movement. In many cultures, the turtle represents good luck, peace, and longevity. And that's what I wish for Madagascar's 13 endangered turtle and tortoise species. Each of these artists reminds us of our deep connection to nature and how art helps us see that connection more clearly. While inspired by California, these works also speak beautifully to the Malagasy context, where land, wildlife, and culture are inseparable. I want to thank the Arts and Embassy program and each artist who loaned their works. I'm also deeply grateful to our embassy team who helped with the installation and the creation of this collection. Thank you for joining me on this virtual exhibit. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.